Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It was March 3 back in 1997 that the young and the restless Sharon gave birth to her, and then husband Nick's son, Noah. But there will be no parties thrown for him on the show today. He's not even on the show. The question is, why Noah has been hard to cast. Over the years, Young and Restless has struggled to cast the ideal Noah. Kevin Schmidt so rasped the character into a teenager, but was replaced by future FBI. International star Luke Kleintank, who was then succeeded by Schmidt. After he was let go, Robert Adamson tackled the part. But did Noah ever have a storyline that really grabbed people? Do you even remember any? We only barely do. We had high hopes that Noah would finally get his due when Rory Gibson stepped into the role in 2021. But those hopes were quickly dashed as Noah was plunged into a world of man-pain and tasked with planning the wedding of his ex, Tessa. His romance with Jack's newfound granddaughter, Allie, started nowhere and went nowhere. And his hot and heavy past with Audra had zero impact in the present. Why was Noah written off? Gibson made his last appearance as Noah back in 2023, meaning that Sharon and Nick's son was absent for Cameron's reign of terror, Faith's abduction, and Mom's kidnapping by Ian and Jordan. Why hasn't he been brought back for a real storyline, one with more conflict than his relationship with Allie ever had? It's not because Gibson isn't a fine actor. He even has a fan in Joshua Morrow, who had this to say about him. It's not because Noah isn't well connected to the canvas. He's a Newman, for Pete's sake. So what's the problem? Our theory is that Young and Restless doesn't know how to write for actual young characters. Certainly not if they aren't baby-faced CDOs. Will Noah return? Eventually, Noah is sure to be returned to the canvas. But will he finally get the storyline that he deserves? Debatable. More likely, he will be moved into a corner office, a la Summer and Kyle. The show has tried that with Noah already. Maybe if it sticks this time, at least he'll be deemed worthy of a sudsy, tumultuous love affair. If we had our druthers, though, Noah would come back like a real 20-something. Someone who's more interested in hanging out and having fun than closing deals and getting promoted. His aimlessness could even drive Grandpa Victor crazy. In his eyes, Noah is wasting his life if he isn't working in the family business. But the only thing Noah is really keen on is flirting his way across Genoa City. The real reason Young and Restless, Noah Newman is missing in action. For years, The Young and the Restless has been home to some of daytime television's most compelling characters, with Noah Newman standing out as a legacy child with immense potential. As the son of Nick Newman and Sharon Collins, Noah's dramatic lineage, tangled love life, and business ambitions positioned him as a character with staying power. However, despite his deep ties to Genoa City and the Newman family empire, Noah has been conspicuously absent in recent months. Fans have speculated about the reasons behind his disappearance, but the truth may be more complex than a simple case of storyline shifts. In this deep dive, we explore the real reasons why Noah Newman has seemingly vanished from The Young and the Restless, and whether he'll ever return. A character without a clear direction. Noah Newman, played most recently by Rory Gibson, has had a history of being underutilized despite his potential. Unlike his father, Nick, or his sister, Summer, Noah never quite found a long-term, defining role in the Newman Empire or Genoa City's drama. His past storylines, whether romantic entanglements with Tessa Porter or his attempts at artistic pursuits, often felt disconnected from the larger Newman family power struggles. When Noah returned to Genoa City in 2022 after an extended stay in Europe, It seemed like the writers were finally ready to invest in his character again. He was given an arc that involved lingering feelings for Tessa, despite her deepening relationship with his ex-girlfriend Mariah Copeland. But as soon as that tension built, it fizzled out, with Noah stepping aside graciously and quickly moving on to a new romance with Alain Guyon. While Noah and Allie's relationship seemed promising, it, too, lacked the depth and drama that fans have come to expect from Genoa City's love stories. By early 2023, both characters had been quietly written out, with Noah and Allie supposedly moving to London to start a new chapter. This exit felt abrupt, leaving viewers wondering whether the show ever truly knew what to do with Noah in the first place. Behind-the-scenes shakeups. The biggest factors influencing Noah's disappearance could be behind-the-scenes decisions regarding casting and story direction. Soap operas are notorious for adjusting their narratives based on audience reception, actor availability, and long-term plotting. Rory Gibson, who took on the role of Noah in 2021, received positive feedback from fans, but his version of the character never quite landed a central storyline. Some have speculated that the show's writers may have opted to focus on more dynamic characters like Adam Newman and Kyle Abbott, who have been involved in more dramatic corporate and romantic entanglements. It's also possible that budget constraints played a role. In an era where daytime dramas must be increasingly strategic about their cast and storytelling choices, characters without a strong immediate purpose often get placed on the back burner. Rather than keeping Noah in Genoa City without a major storyline, the writers may have decided to send him off-screen until they could craft a compelling reason for his return. The family drama he could be part of. Noah's absence is particularly puzzling considering the family drama currently unfolding in Genoa City. His father, Nick, is caught between his relationships with Sally Spectra and Sharon Collins, while also dealing with the fallout of Victor Newman's manipulative business tactics. His mother, Sharon, has been pulled into dangerous situations, including her recent entanglement with Cameron Kirsten's sinister schemes. Noah's presence could have added another layer to these conflicts, particularly with Sharon. He has always been one of her more stable children, and his perspective could have been valuable as she navigated the latest challenges in her life. His absence feels glaring, especially given that other Newman family members, like his cousin Summer, are dealing with emotional turmoil that he could weigh in on. Additionally, his sister Faith recently endured a traumatic kidnapping ordeal. It's strange that Noah wouldn't return, even briefly, to support her through such a harrowing experience. This lack of involvement makes his character's absence feel even more unnatural. Missed romantic opportunities. Noah's romantic history has been somewhat frustrating for fans who hoped he'd find a lasting love story. His past relationships with Tessa Porter, Mariah Copeland, and Courtney Sloan, who was tragically killed, never led to long-term happiness. When he was paired with Alain Guyon, it seemed like a fresh start, yet their departure from Genoa City cut that relationship short before it could fully develop. Had Noah stayed in town, he could have been a compelling romantic option for characters like Audra Charles, who has proven to be a force of nature in her own right. A pairing between Noah and Audra could have injected some much-needed drama into his character's life, especially given her history of manipulation and ambition. Another missed opportunity lies in his unresolved feelings for Tessa. Though Noah claimed to have moved on, it would have been interesting to see lingering tension between him, Tessa, and Mariah, particularly as Tessa and Mariah adjusted to life as new parents. With so much potential in the romance department, Noah's absence feels like a missed storytelling opportunity. Will Noah ever return? The big question remains, is Noah's departure from the young and the restless permanent, or could he make a comeback? Soap operas are known for bringing characters back, especially when the right storyline emerges. Given Noah's deep family ties and the open-ended nature of his departure, it's highly likely that he could return at some point, perhaps recast once again, or with a reinvigorated direction for his character. One possible return scenario could involve him stepping into a leadership role at Newman Enterprises. With Victor Newman constantly shaking up the family business, and both Adam and Nick finding themselves at odds with their father, Noah could re-enter the picture as a new player in the corporate battle. Another possibility is that Noah returns for a major family event, whether a crisis, a wedding, or even a tragedy. Soap operas often bring back legacy characters when their presence is most impactful. If Sharon, Nick, or Faith faced a life-altering situation, Noah's return could be a natural storytelling decision. Ultimately, while Noah's disappearance has been disappointing for fans, it doesn't necessarily mean he's gone for good. The Young and the Restless has a long history of reviving characters just when audiences least expect it. Noah Newman's absence from The Young and the Restless is a classic example of a legacy character being sidelined due to unclear direction, behind-the-scenes decisions, and shifting narrative priorities. Despite his deep connections to Genoa City and the Newman family, he has yet to receive the kind of compelling storylines that have made other characters thrive. His sudden departure alongside Ali and Nguyen felt abrupt, leaving fans wondering whether the show simply didn't know what to do with him. However, given his family ties and the many unresolved aspects of his character, it's likely that Noah will return at some point, hopefully with a storyline that finally allows him to live up to his potential. Until then, fans can only speculate about what might have been, and wait for the moment when Noah Newman finally steps back into the spotlight. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.